Hello there, my Zaniacs. Welcome back to my apartment. Now, I had a bracelet that I had made with paper beads break on me. The stretchy cord that I was using to hold it, snapped. These are the remnant little paper beads that I was using. I don't know, maybe I can get you guys a closer view of one of them here. I had used basically Zen tangles to make these little things. See, they have little designs on them, stuff like that. But the project I'm wanting to work on also involves paper beads. I mean, I'm eventually going to remake bracelet with something with these. I just don't know how I want to do it yet. But I thought, what a better project to bring to the table for my channel. Let's make some paper beads, and I would like to make something crochet with a necklace, which means the beads need to be smaller to work with. But I wanted to show you guys first and foremost how to make a paper bead, because I mean, I know there are other channels out there. I know there are plenty of people who can describe this process better than I, but I like to be God, my hair's a mess today. I like to be I lost the word. I like to be thorough in what I show you guys from what I do. I've got this piece here, which is where I'm going to be letting them dry. And I have, let's see, the two pieces of paper. I cut a piece of paper in half that I bought. It's a thicker paper, but I think they'll make some really pretty beads. Okay. I'm going to be making smaller beads. Okay, so how you cut the paper, up to you. I mean, you can be a perfectionist at it. You can do it for fun and let yourself enjoy a bit of randomness, you know, like my hair, for example. You can cut them with a pair of scissors. You can, I have this piece here. Perfectionists will like this. You can really just slice and dice to your perfectionist wildest dream. Okay, now, in this case, I have two different bead shapes that I'll show you. And I have two pieces of cut computer paper in order to do this with. You can do it with anything that will roll. I mean, you could do cardstock, thick paper, thin paper, magazine, newspaper. I've heard of some people even using cards. I don't know how they get them to curl, but more power to them. Now, here are my two pieces. Right here. Oh, right here. Okay, one orange, one blue. This one, let me get my little baggie. Where did that go? Oh, beads, where did you go? Come hither. Okay, so I need these two. Okay. Now this rectangle one will turn into a bead that looks more like this. And your triangle is going to end up rounded more and thicker in the middle. I personally like these myself. Triangles. Um, but again, to each their own. Everyone has their own style. Me, I don't have much style. That's okay. That's okay. I can be a plain Jane if I want to. Now, the reason I have these colored, okay, when you roll them, the sides are going to show as well as the point. Or in this case, the sides will show as well as the bottom. You want to make sure, I mean, if you're wanting it colored, there's different ways you can go about it. My personal, gotta love Sharpie. I love Sharpies. That's just an extra pack. Let me see here. I know there's a lot of ums. The main thing that you'll need before, I mean, just putting together the beads, some people do choose to wrap them around like a straw and then cut the straw, and that's how my black and white beads are, but I don't have any straws on me. I'm just gonna have a fun project. I really am. I have these here, little bamboo pop things from the little bakery aisle of the store, and they will stick right, yeah, camera, they'll stick into here, which will allow the bead to sit in the air and dry. Now the glue that I use, I have the Elmer Clear little glue stick. So I'm going to make a couple of beads here, and then I'm going to be cutting these pages into little, I'm going to be doing triangles here. Not thick ones, mind you, but something else about the triangles, or actually any of them, I mean, even the rectangle. The width, not where the point is, but the width at the top is going to be how wide your bead is. Okay. I'm going to put this stick here. Now, you know, the reason people like to use the Elmer glue sticks so much on these projects, your hands are easy to wash after because your fingers will get a bit sticky. I mean, that's part of the fun, right? Okay, so we're going to, if I can get my camera, we're going to fold this over the stick, and I know that some people are really relentless on rolling these perfection, which is okay. You can see I've got some of it rolling. Try to keep it near the middle. Little roll, and then we'll put some glue. I am definitely not the world's best crafter, but I do have fun with it. The reason they try to keep it in the middle is they'll see the color. If it's off, you see the white right there. So I'm going to hold it again, straighten it up, hold it again, glue some more. Well, let's glue to the end. I get to wash my hands after this, yay! Okay, roll it and roll it. Keep on rolling. Now, of course, I could have colored it better. You can do thicker lines if you're coloring it. This is just to show you the process. I do have one white line showing. I'm going to take my glue stick and really get glue on there. We're going to go around this bad boy. And that is going to be a bead. A long one, mind you. I just cut a triangle. I didn't measure or anything like that. We're going to take the bead and we're going to stick it right there. There we go. And we're going to let it dry. Now, the longer the paper, the thicker the bead. Mind you. Okay, now let's make this orange one in the same fashion, and this will be more of the flat style. Okay, so I'm going to always make sure to have your colored part last. Okay, I'm going to fold over. I'm watching myself do this in my camera. Fold over. Add some glue. Roll it. Now this one's going to be just more on top of itself until you reach the end. You can be as quick or as slow with this as you want. And be careful with the bamboo skewer. It can poke you. Which it just did me, but that's okay. Roll in. Try to be as smooth with it as possible, but if it's not, if it's a little lumpy, you know, if this is your first time, it's okay. No one's going to come after you for having a lumpy bead. They're really not. Glue, glue, glue. I'm going to really glue on the tip here. Some more glue on the bead, around and around. This one's not wanting to stick very well. Get on there. That's the reason why we let glue sit for a while. Oh, this one just came undone. What is wrong with you? This one is not wanting to stay. That's odd. Maybe if I just hold it for a minute and pray. Okay, so we have our 2 beads, and those are going to need to sit for a while until that glue dries. Those aren't the beads I'm going to be working with, but I'm going to make these and let them all dry, and then I will be back with you guys for more. I'll be back to show you my glazing process, which then you'll have to wait for more drying. But that's okay. We're making things here. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, folks, now you see that I've gotten all of my beads nicely rolled, and I think the glue's dry enough at this point. It's been sitting for a little while. You saw the picture, it's this thing here. I'm going to take these skewers off. I mean, they're still mildly sticky to the touch, but it's not going to kill anything. I'm going to take these off of here. My cat is definitely interested in what I have. You are such a crafty kitty, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. Let's get these skewers off. What? Here, smell. You happy? You happy? Right. Okay. Yeah. Ever so curious this one. Okay. Scoot, scoot, scoot. You smelled it. The glazing process of these bad boys. Some people do one coat. I do two. Just, I'm a little worried that one coat's not going to cut it. Some people like to use, I mean, it's basically the glaze process is a clear coat. A lot of people talk about using nail polish, and this is one that I don't use because, I don't know, it looked really light on my fingers. I don't know. I'll have to try it again sometime before I throw it away. But for the process of this video, it's the only one I have because I don't paint my nails all that often. The one that I have, I bought this economy size. I have 3 bottles of this stuff. And I had to order it in. I couldn't find it at a craft store. This is the Judykins Diamond Glaze. And it says dimensional adhesive. Used directly over artwork for a raised glass-like finish or as a dimensional glue for glitter, beads, glass, metal, plastic, and paper. So 2 of those are mine on here, and that's paper and beads. But it's the same thing that I've used on my the other paper beads that I had made. And let me get one of these out right here. And I can't bend it. I can't do anything to it. It is hard as a rock. I love this glue, you guys. I am a Judykins Diamond Glaze gal. Now, what I have done for, let's see, I'm going to be using I only have one of these left. Okay. Little paintbrush. Paint them on, or paint it on them. I have a cleaned out little, dropping stuff. Hold on. I have a cleaned out little container that it's one of the cat food containers. I just washed it out. Something that I could put glue in that if I can't wash it out, then I can just throw it away. And then, you know, I'm going to let this glue sit for roughly 4 hours before I do my secondary coat. In this case, I'm going to let it sit overnight while I go to sleep. But, yeah, let's paint this stuff on. Okay, so glue. And this stuff's really nice. It's got a nice little tip. You can just, for other projects, you can just add it on there. Well, what am I doing? Right. Something to know about these. You have to cut off the tip. I'm so smart. Where'd my scissors go? I moved them somewhere. They're not. I have another pair of scissors here. Itty bitties, save me. There we go. It's been that long since I've made paper beads. I forgot all about the tips of these bottles. Okay, now we can get glue. Or glaze or whatever. Now this stuff comes out, let me show you here. Comes out as a clear, milky liquid. And that's to be expected. Because this is more of a glaze than it is. But yes, it's an adhesive. Yes, it'll work as a glue, but it is more of a glaze than a glue. So I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to paint this adhesive on these beads. It's going to go on clear. If you're painting on the skewers, you can remove the beads to paint them, but know that your fingers will get very sticky, and be careful not to paint them to the skewer, because then they'll be very difficult to get off the skewer later. Be sure to try to make it nice and even. Like I said, there's really no right or wrong to making paper beads. It's relaxing, it's fun, it's colorful. You can use, like I said before, whatever style of paper or cardboard or whatever that you want. This is your baby. Top there. Okay, one more on this skewer. Now, mind you, this is just a layer. It does not have to be thick. I mean, I don't know, maybe the people that only do one layer paint it on really thick. I don't know. It confuses me. I always do two. Okay, now this is going back in here. I need to find my freaking camera in front of my face. I need to go back in here, and these are going to be air drying for 4 hours. Okay, so I'm going to finish the rest of these, and I will see you guys in 4 hours, where I'll be sure to be doing the last one of the 4-hour wait mark. That way I can show you guys my tray of them once again. And well, actually, no, I'll come in at the beginning and I'll show you a dry one, and then we'll skip ahead to the last one where I paint that one with the second coat. That way I can show you my finished bead result. Hello again, everybody. I have these that have been second coated. I hope the picture sufficed for you all. I have my last stick here that I'm going to paint. Now, when I'm doing my second coat, I go See if I can, I go sideways on the bead. See if I can bubble it up a little bit instead of having the pieces of paper. I mean, I know they'll still show, but if I can get it to bubble up just a little bit, I think it helps the visual effect of it looking more like a bead. All right, one more. A little bit more on that. Okay, come on. All right. Now all I need to do is let these dry, and I will have my absolute usable beads made from paper. These are wonderful, you guys. They're so pretty. I'm glad I chose that piece of paper. Now, from the last part that I did, once again, this diamond glaze, this needs to sit at least 4 hours. I'm just going to let it sit for a while and forget about it, but at least 4 hours before they start getting more unsticky. But they really do. Oh, there's one that I messed up. Hang on. I see a glob. I don't want the glob. We don't need a glob. There. All fixed. And, you know, if you're doing nail polish, even with the diamond glaze, you can second coat it with glitter nail polish if you want, add some sparkle. Speaking of nail polish, I put some of that green nail polish on my little pinky finger, and yeah, this is how freaking bright that nail polish is. I'm definitely tossing it. I think it's too bright. I'm too pale. It looks cool in the bottle. I mean, it looks cool when I'm looking at it on my hand, but when I look at it, it's too pale. I need something darker. But that's okay. Anyway, guys, I'm glad you've watched. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow I'm going to have lovely beads to work with, and I'll eventually get to that project that I'm wanting to work on, but these beads have taken up a couple days of my time. But that's how you make paper beads, and you know, it's not an expensive craft to do. I think it's fun, and the sky's the limit with what color or style beads you want to make for your own crafts. You all have a good one. Bye.